Just look at that. Don't you just want to dive straight in? I have a new addiction. Another one. Hey crazy crew, welcome back to another full day of eating with me. You best believe, as always, I mean, would I ever disappoint? I mean, I always disappoint, but as always, I've got another epic nut butter review coming up later in the video. And for once, I'm not gonna make a smoothie for breakfast. I'm feeling chocolate. You'll see. I am well aware that my hair looks like a bird's nest. You guys keep telling me to grow it. It's your fault. Can you see my tahini supply back there? Yep. Gotta stay stocked up, or I'll panic. Like, there's gotta be at least 4 backup jars, or I just can't maintain. Anyways, you guys know the drill. Meal 1, here we come. Good morning. Okay, so I have this beautiful bowl of chocolate oats. Well, chocolate, okay, I'll tell you exactly, actually, do you know what? Yeah? Would you look at that? What a beautiful mess. So, I will admit, I didn't make this recipe up at all. This is the recipe by Deliciously Ella. I watched her make it on her channel the other day. I'll leave her video link down below. I watched her make this chocolate almond coconut bowl of oats the other day, and since then, this is like the 3rd time I've made it and I am hooked. You guys know I'm not an oats person. I love oats, but like I've said before about oats, porridge, that they just make me drowsy. And when I said that in a video, actually like so many of you in the comments agreed with me and said that oats just make you very sleepy. I don't know what it is about oats, but they do. But I have noticed that if I add some protein and fat to it, that it doesn't have that kind of drowsy knockout KO effect, if you know what I mean. Regardless of any of that, anyways, this is a bowl of heaven. So yeah, the way I made this is just oats cooked in some oat milk, added a couple of spoons of creamy almond butter, then a scoop of the raw cacao chocolate protein powder from Vivolife, which is my new favorite flavor, some cacao powder for extra chocolatiness, a pinch of salt, a little bit of maple syrup, and just like that, it's absolutely delicious. But you can go to town with the toppings, as I have here. So I've put on top coconut yogurt, cacao nibs, rasps, and another drizzle of creamy almond butter. It's kind of like having dessert for breakfast. I mean, taste-wise it is anyway. The last time I made this, I made it with banana on top, but it's actually better with the rasps. Trust me. Also, if you're gonna make this, like definitely put the almond butter in it when you're cooking it, because it makes it just like so thick and creamy and nutty. For the drizzle on top, you could of course use tahini instead, as always. Where has this been my whole life? Anyways, I'm gonna go apply to face and I'll see you at lunch. I have a new addiction. Another one. These red peppers that kind of look like jumbo chilies, they are the sweetest peppers I've ever tasted. And I've literally been eating like 4 or 5 a day, not even joking. Just like dipped in tahini, obviously, or hummus, or yeah. Anyway, speaking of hummus, I'm gonna use some of these to show you how to make my amazing roasted red pepper hummus. Very simple, 4 or 5 ingredients, and the taste is just a bomb. Yeah, and to make it, you need to use proper runny Arabic tahini. Otherwise, don't even make it. I mean, okay, you can, but just don't let me know about it. Alright, so for this mix, we're starting with some chickpeas. You can see how the pepper's like caramelized in the oven. It's like 20 times sweeter now. And we go with the pepper. Proper runny Arabic tahini. Yep. Fresh lemon juice. And lots of pips, as always. This doesn't need any more seasoning because I put a lot of salt and pepper on the red pepper. But it does need a little bit of garlic powder. Of course, you can use fresh garlic, and we blend. Okay, at this point, you just want to taste a little bit, see if it needs any more seasoning. All right, guys, and there you have it. This dip, this hummus is honestly the best hummus I've ever tasted. And I'm not just saying that because I made it. It's actually, you just gotta make it, guys, then you'll know. So, just a little rundown of how I made this. First of all, chop up loads of red peppers. I'll leave the exact amounts in the description box. I tossed it in a little bit of garlic oil, salt and pepper. You just want to roast them for about 20 to 25 minutes till they're really kind of caramelized. And then you just blend them together with chickpeas, good runny tahini, lemon juice, garlic, and voila, you have this beautiful creamy dip. Look at that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I always eat store-bought hummus, there's nothing wrong with it, but the flavor in this is so exceptional. Like, there's a little bit of sweetness in there as well. Love it. Anyways, as you can see for dunking, I've got a little bit of healthy rainbow action going on here. I've got some roasted Japanese and regular orange flesh sweet potatoes, which I just chopped into discs and roasted in the oven. And then more of these red peppers, broccolini, green beans. You're good to go. Do you know what, guys? I didn't even follow a recipe. I just sort of made it up, but actually, it's just so bomb. The lighting in here is absolutely killing me, just to put it out there. Filming these videos in the winter here in the UK, like full day of eating videos, is just so annoying because it gets dark at like, right now it's getting dark at 3:30, and I usually don't have my first meal until like 1 or 2 p.m. So yeah, excuse the lighting. But anyways, I'm gonna go inhale this and you know what's coming next. Yup, you best believe. We're back in business, guys. Okay, so I am extremely excited about these three. Actually, that's a lie. I'm excited about these two. That one, I'm gonna have a little rant about in a minute. But anyways, all right, I'll start by explaining what this one is. I know that no one in the UK will have probably ever have seen this. I remember a couple of videos back when I said my friend Josh from Vivolife had brought me back some of the ones from the USA. He also brought me this one as well, but I thought I would save it for a different video because I didn't want to give you like too much in one go, if you know what I mean. Didn't want you guys to have like a heart attack or anything. So anyways, I'm very, very excited about this one. It looks like a really expensive like specialty one. This one is dark chocolate sunflower seed butter. I mean, do I even need to read the ingredients? I'm gonna read the ingredients. Okay, so, all right, the ingredients on this, we have got organic sunflower seeds, organic chocolate, which is organic cocoa butter, cocoa powder, organic cane sugar, organic sunflower oil, and sea salt. So yeah, I'm guessing you can only find this one in the USA. All of my USA viewers, let me know in the comment section down below if you've tried this and what the deal is with it before I've tasted it, because I want like your honest review without being like persuaded by me, you know what I mean? Oh, and by the way, this is by the brand, what is it called? 88 Acres. Now this one is the plain 100% smooth almond butter from Sainsbury's. It's their own brand. Like, don't get me wrong, I am a big nut butter snob, but there are some times when you can just get like an own store brand one, and they're actually like 10 times better than the expensive ones. Having said that, this was actually hella expensive, so it better be good. And my friend Emma from the gym, my Stairmaster buddy, told me that this one was banging, so it better be, or we can't be friends anymore. So yeah. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, some of you that aren't like nut butter aficionados. Is that the right word? I'm not sure if that's the right word I'm going for. Some of you might be thinking that once you've tried one 100% roasted almond butter with no other added ingredients, that you've tried them all, because they're all gonna taste the same. That's not true at all. It's all about how long the almonds have been roasted for. They can taste like severely different. And what I have noticed about almond butters is that if you get a dark one, they usually taste like shit. And this is a light one, so. All right, so onto this one. This is called Peanut Hottie. This is a peanut butter powder. You all know how I feel about low-fat peanut butters, peanut butter powders, higher protein peanut butters. Why? Just why would you want to alter one of the best things in the world? Why would you want to do it? Why? They do have a regular flavor as well. This is the chocolate flavor. So I guess this is kind of like PB Fit, PB2, whatever you want to call it. You have to mix it with water. And yeah, I guess its big advertising point is that you can blend it into smoothies and that it's 80% lower in fat, which, to be honest, I'm not that happy about. All right, we're gonna start with the chocolate sunflower seed butter. And you know what? I can already tell, just by giving this a good squeeze, that this is a nice runny one, so hopefully not much churning needed for once. Oh, look. Oh, what? The actual, that looks like Nutella. Look at that. I know it's procedure, but this is a chocolate one, and I'm assuming it's very sweet, so do I go in with celery? No! All right, I guess I'm not going in with celery. I'm just going to go in for a forkful. Okay, this is actually hella thick. Whoa, this is really thick. The jar was deceiving. However, fuck's sake. Especially considering I've had this upside down in my drawer for like, oh God, like a month now, and it's still like
17 days and lots of bad language later.
the texture of that looks like chocolate mousse. Do you know what I mean? All right, anyways, here we go. Cheers. Oh, oh hell yes. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it did piss me off at first because I had to churn it for like 4 hours, but that is incredible. It doesn't taste like Nutella. It has, I can't explain what it tastes like. It is extremely sweet. I was about to say I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one. I'll put it on. I know exactly what I'm gonna do with this one, and that's just eat it like a dessert with a spoon. Just look at that. Don't you just want to dive straight in? This is my dessert for the next, I was gonna say 3 days. This will probably last me 2 days. For once, I'm just gonna tell you that it's 10 out of 10. And I'm not even gonna write anything on the screen. All right, onto the Sainsbury's 100% smooth almond butter. Okay, that looks promising. All right, here we go. Oh, look at that. Right off the bat, look at that. See, I'm already impressed. I know that this is gonna be, look at that. Didn't even have to churn it. Perfect consistency. Already I wanna give this a 10, but I'm not gonna jump the gun. By the way, this was £4.50, so that's about, I don't know, $6, $7, I think. I don't care about the price, I just care about how it tastes. So, in we go. Oh my God, f me, that is so good. Oh my God! That is like the best almond butter I've ever tasted, and I've tasted a lot of almond butter in my time, as you guys know. Number one, texture is perfect, and the thing is, because I'm such a nut butter snob, I've walked past this in the grocery store in Sainsbury's like 50 times thinking, oh, it's just the own store brand one, but no, this is absolutely beautiful. All right, onto the peanut hottie chocolate flavor, lower fat, 80% lower fat. How dare they? The nerve of some people these days thinking they can make peanut butter lower in fat. Disgraceful. I already want to give this a low mark, but anyways, I mean, don't get me wrong, these powders are good for adding to smoothies when you want like an intense peanut butter flavor, but this one is claiming that when you mix it with water, it will be like a perfect spreadable peanut butter, which to be honest, I'm very skeptical about, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna do it anyways. We're gonna go in with 2 generous spoonfuls, a little bit of water to thin. As you can see, the texture, got it on point. See, this is the kind of texture that all peanut butters should be like all regular peanut butters, right? Not like rock solid, whole earth. That was another note for you. I mean, this is a chocolate flavored one, so do I really? No, I'm gonna do it. Do you know what? I'm gonna do it. Going in with some celery. Cheers. Okay, that is very, very intense. Just gonna try it without the celery. It's very, very intense and sickly. It's quite bitter, but I guess that's what you get when you muck around with that real peanut butter, right? I guess this would be good like in smoothies, or I don't know, what else would you actually do with peanut butter powder? I don't know, roll it into a joint and fucking smoke it. Anyways, Alright, so just for a little sum up, that is honestly the best almond butter I have ever tasted, or at least I've ever tasted on this channel. This one, the 88 Acres chocolate sunflower seed butter, absolutely love it. It is very, very sweet, and let me know down below if you've tried it. And yeah, this one is what it says it is. It's peanut butter powder. I mean, anyways, see you at dinner. Alright guys, I know this looks a bit like a hot mess, but just go with the flow. It's full of flavor and full of nutrition, which is the most important thing to me. Actually, it's the only important thing to me. So I'm loving tofu right now. Like, this is actually a whole block. I can easily eat a whole block in one go. Yeah, okay, so I tossed the tofu chunks, the mushrooms and the bell peppers in some tamari balsamic vinegar and a tiny drizzle of garlic oil, salt and pepper. Just tossed it around and then roasted it in the oven for about 20-25 minutes. And the tofu chunks are really nice and crispy. And as you can see, the shrooms are really nice and caramelized and sweet from the balsamic vinegar. And then underneath, of course, because you know I got to get my greens in, I've got a whole head of romaine chopped up, and then also just a mix of other dark leafy greens and stuff. All this needs now is a good sprinkle of hemp seeds for extra protein and healthy omega-3s. I haven't even dressed the greens underneath because there is so much condensed flavor in this mix, the peppers, the shrooms, and the tofu. Ready to dive in. This meal does not need anything else. You thought. Good drizzle of liquid gold. Yup. Now we're talking. Can't wait to dive into this. And more than happily, apply to face. The hood's up. You know it's the outro. Anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you're in the UK, get your ass to Sainsbury's right now and get the almond butter, because honestly, that was the best one I've ever tasted. And you know I've tasted like thousands at this point. Sending you so much love. Don't forget to subscribe, become a member of my amazing crazy crew. And yeah, love you. Laters.
Satisfy my appetite with something spectacular. Check your vernacular, and then I get back to ya with diamond-like precision. Insatiable is what I envision. Can't detect acquisition from your friend's expedition. Mr. Get Willie.